you go， 却批判 my soul， 每寸伤口在光晕里朦胧的温柔。
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tomi and I'm also so glad to be here again to share one or two things with you, and I hope today's episode you actually learn one or two lessons from what I have to say. So recently, this is me sharing a part of my life with you, and that is one of the numerous hobbies that I've picked up over the time, and that is K-drama and C-drama. Now, if you're familiar with K-dramas and C-dramas, K-drama is Korean drama, while C-drama is Chinese drama. So I actually spend, whenever at my leisure, I spend my time, part of my time actually watching this drama. So I felt that I need to bring these two together, personal finance and my love for K-dramas and C-dramas together. So there's this rave of the moment, one C-drama called Hidden Love, and if you've seen Hidden Love, if you've not seen it, this is me personally recommending C-drama for you, Hidden Love, for you to go and actually watch it. It's a 2023 drama and it's just perfect. Like the plot, the storyline, the female lead, the male lead, the chemistry, everything was just perfect. Like 10/10. Like, you'd definitely have a good time just watching this particular series. So my fellow C-drama lovers, now I am not going to be talking so much about the storyline. I just want to pick out one or two financial lessons that I learned from watching this drama. So in this drama, a short story, there's this young girl that actually started to like her brother's roommate, her elder brother's roommate, and she kept this as, it was a crush that she kept to herself for so long until she got into the university, and that was when this boy actually also liked her and decided to ask her out, and that's how their love story started. Even though it started for her when she was younger, and then it started later on for him, but you'd see that it wasn't like it wasn't a one-sided love. It became like two people bringing in their 100% into a relationship and making it work in such a beautiful way. If you are a lover of romance movies and K-dramas and C-dramas, you need to watch Hidden Love. This is my recommendation for you. So now let's get to the reason why I'm bringing this to my YouTube channel. So the first reason is, in life, we realize that in some marriages, I'm not saying all marriages, one of the leading causes of disagreements is finances, and that is because we grew up in different environments and we see our parents handle money differently. So let me give an example. If you grew up in an environment where your parents had a joint account and they managed resources together, it was one pocket for the family, and they made sure that everyone was well taken care of from that joint pocket, and you get married to a spouse that you believe that daddy's money is our money, our mommy's money is mommy's money. You know, there are so many dynamics around, and you coming together from two different backgrounds and trying to marry all of these ideas together. You see, you get some pushbacks, like, no, I don't believe we should do this way, I don't believe we should do this that way, and then this is when disagreement starts. Or you marry someone that is a spender and you're a saver, and then you're saving, this person is spending. At some point, there's no how you won't start having some form of start developing some form of, I don't know what to use there, but resentment, because you feel that this person is just wasting money that you could have saved. So what are the lessons I learned from eating love? The first one I would say is full disclosure. Now, there was a time in this movie after the girl had said yes to the male lead, and he told her, like, there's something I think I need you to know, and that's the fact that, so he said the story that, okay, my mom is late, and that his dad, he said his mom is late, and that his dad is currently in a coma. He was drunk driving, and he had hit a man. He did hit and ran away from the scene. So the man he hit actually died. And when he came to the house, he didn't want to turn himself in to the police, and because of that, the family said, you need to actually turn yourself in. You've made an error, but you have to, like, own it and served time. In a bid of him just trying to run away from all of this, he fell from a story building down, and then he went into a coma. Now, the father was in a coma, but the people that he killed, their breadwinner, his own family, his wife and his son, now had to bear the burden of actually paying those people some form of compensation over the years. So while he was in school, he had to work, he had to struggle. Then his mom died in the midst of all the wahala that was going on. So he had to work extra time on campus. When he was in the university, he had to work. He borrowed money from his roommates, like the female lead's brother's parents, to pay back some of the debts that he had from paying back the compensation to those family members that the dad killed their breadwinner. So when he got into a relationship with the girl, he told her that this is me, open and plain, that I have a responsibility to take care of his father that is in coma. Obviously, he needs to pay hospital bills to keep the life support going and all that. Told her about how he had to pay some form of compensation over the years to this other family, and the fact that because of all of these things that he has been doing, he didn't have so much. And I guess at that age, in that part of the world, they expect that as a man, you would have taken a mortgage, you should have a house and all that, so that you can use that to build a family and have your wife and your children in your own house and all that. So he told the girl that I don't have a house, I'm renting, and it was just playing with her. He was just very open. Said I have some savings though, but just making her understand that I'm not the richest guy out there, and this is me. I have these responsibilities. Are you still on board? Which is very important. You don't want to hide your debts. You don't want to hide your financial. If you're in a financial mess, you really don't want to hide that from your partner. You don't want to have a gambling problem, and you're not being open about it with your partner. You don't want to have some debts that you have accrued over the years, and you're not letting your partner know about these debts. It's one of the future problems that relationship might have. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm just saying this based on my own financial understanding, that you need to actually be plain and open up to your partner about your financial situation. Now, if that person doesn't now understand or doesn't want to continue that relationship with you, then you know that you did the right thing at that point in time. So please, that's the first lesson. Financial disclosure, full disclosure. Disclose your financial status with the person you're in a relationship, especially if you know that you're in some kind of mess or the other. Let the other party know, and let them accept you fully for who you are before things get serious. That's my own opinion. The second lesson that I learned from Eden Love is the fact that, you know, this adage that cut your coat according to your size. Sometimes it is not according to your size, it is according to the material that you have. So if you have 1 yard of material, if it is bolero jacket, you know those bolero jacket we used to wear in those days, that is 3/4, it's not a long jacket, just halfway on your body. If that is what your material can do, that's what you should actually do. Don't go and start borrowing money to do full-fledged suits that you cannot afford. The second lesson is this: this girl understood the male lead's financial situation. And I'll give you an example. There was a time that 2 different times, in short, she did it 3 different times in the movie, but I'll just mention 2. The first was when he rented another apartment because he wanted to rent the apartment close to her school. He wanted to be closer to her, so he left his old apartment, took a bigger apartment, and took a place very close to her university so that he could see her more often, and then gave her her own room in the house for her comfort and all that. You know, the first thing she said was, "Can you afford this?" You know, at that point in time, you see a partner that really cares about you. So he's not someone that is driven by all of this the material things. She was more concerned about the fact that, can you afford this? I understand that you're doing this for me, you're showing that you care about me, but can you afford it? Can you afford taking this extra charge on your rent and all that at this particular point in time? And the guy had to tell her that yes, I can actually afford it, and that is why I am taking this new place for us. The second time she did that was, they were supposed to go on a date or something. They were planning a date, and the guy was bringing up ideas about going to the amusement park, about going to this place and all that. And then she said, "Why don't you go camping?" And he felt shocked, like, why camping? Why not the amusement park? And on the long run, you realize that the reason why she didn't want them to go to the amusement park, she was like, when you go to the amusement park, after paying the gate fee to enter, you're going to pay to get on the ride, you're going to pay to buy this, buy that, everything you eat right there at the amusement park, you're going to pay for it. And she was just being mindful of the fact that, do we have enough to cover this particular expense? And that shows that you really want to be with someone that is on the same level as you are. If you are the type that you are saving money for the future, for retirement, and you'd rather want to pay cash down to buy a neatly used car, and your spouse wants you to take a car loan to buy the latest Range Rover, and you know, there's justification, like, you're not really going to pay a lot of money, we're just going to pay some money monthly, and then we'll get to have this car. There are two people thinking in 2 different directions. One person wants to pay cash down on a fairly used car. Another person wants a brand new Range 2023 model because you can get it as a loan. So you actually want to be with someone that shares your financial goals with you. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're a spender and you're a saver, you can complement each other, which is beautiful, but you want someone that can actually buy into your goals. Like, you guys can come together and put those goals together as partners in life. Because being partners in marriage is not just to procreate. You are partners in everything. 2 has now become 1. So that means if we feel that the best thing to do is to get a car loan, we are both agreeing that we should get a car loan. If you feel that the best thing to do is to pay cash down to get a fairly used vehicle that can take us from point 1 to point 2 and it's not breaking down every day but serves the purpose that we need it for, you need to be with a partner that agrees with you on that. You need to be with somebody that can understand that there's time for everything, that there's a time to save for the future and there's a time to spend. And it's a time to spend wisely so that you don't like eat with your 10 fingers and then you have nothing left to fall back on in the future. So you want to actually be with someone that shares your financial goals with you, because if your partner does not share in this goal, it's going to be a lot of struggle to get things going for yourself when it comes to your personal finance. And that is why whatever financial goals you're having, whatever plans you're having when it comes to finances, you really want to carry your partner along and make sure that you're both on the same page. This is what I'll give to the female lead and male lead. They really understood each other's strengths when it comes to their finances, and they're able to complement each other and be able to stay on that level that they really want to be. Because basically in life, even though your level, I always say it is here, you want to live here, which is below your means. You don't want to live here because at the end of the day, if you're here, you wouldn't be able to keep so much away for the future because everything is being spent staying on this level. But if you're on this level, this difference between this place and this place is being kept away for the future, which is where you should actually be. Always live below your means. Always spend less than you earn. Always spend less than you earn. Sometimes you realize that some of the things you feel that you want, you really don't want it. So thank you so much for listening to me today. Please encourage your girl, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed one or two things from what I've said today. Thank you and bye-bye.